Praise to Allah. Tyler Perry really has the blueprint for filmmaking and how to make money and the strategy behind making films and not getting screwed out of your deals and out of your contracts. Tyler Perry is the blueprint. I know a lot of people may have issues with Tyler as far as you know the Medea character that he plays. He gets a lot of, I guess, heat on the internet about that. People have problems with him playing that character or whatever. Uh, and I guess they also have a problem with like some of his scripts. They feel like they make black men look uh, negative a lot. But bump all that, man. Y'all need to look at what Tyler has done and really learn from him, especially if you're into making movies or if you want to get into movies or you want to write movies, because Tyler can do it all. And I feel like uh, we really need to learn from him and just like his whole uh, business mindset with the film industry, because the entertainment industry is real tricky. But the thing about Tyler is, see, he's got a lot of tools, so he doesn't really need the machine, like a lot of people do, because he's got a huge home studio, acres. He's got so many acres. So filming a movie is never an issue. Like finding somewhere to film is not an issue. So that's smart by Tyler, because a lot of times for movies, finding a filming location is difficult, or it can be difficult. So I feel like that at any given moment of the day, Tyler can go shoot a scene. Like that's very key. Like he's got different, setups and stuff, but he's got so many acres where he can set up a set any kind of way that he wants, because he's got that much space. So he can do that at any time of the day. So he doesn't have to wait for anybody or wait to get a green light from anybody. He can just be like, hey, I want to shoot a scene right now, with this situation, So you got to think how many movies that he can get done, like the speed of his work ethic, because he's able to shoot at any moment of the day. It doesn't take him long to make a movie. Like, it doesn't take him years or a whole year to make one movie. Like he's got, actors, on standby. He's got, writers, even though he writes a lot of his own stuff, or he probably used to, but, I'm sure he's got, writers now because he's so busy. But, he's got the ability to write his own stuff, produce his own stuff, direct his own stuff, market his own stuff. Yeah, man, he's a one-man band, and ain't no telling how much money he's really made, but I know it's a lot. I know he's made a lot of money, and that's just with the movies. But he's got the TV shows going too, the TV network, and that's another thing that he's got. He's got that, like I said, he works so fast because he's able to shoot anywhere, any time of the day. So, he's got TV shows going, and he can still make movies at any time of the day too. I mean, man, I'm telling y'all, man, we could really learn from him, especially if you're trying to get into the film, the industry. Man, he's got the game, he's got the blueprint. And I feel like, yeah, man, he's one of a kind. Yeah, and like I said, man, just the fact that he's able to, put out his own movies and, make the money back, with no middleman, is incredible. Because he can shoot 200 movies in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have to release all 200 in a year, but just the fact that he could make up to 200 or maybe even more, but he could make up to 200 movies in a year, and probably put out like at least 100 if he wanted to. He could put out 100 movies every year. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how he's got it set up, and that's how hard he works. So I think he's dope. You know, for his great business mindset and just his great talent that he has for filmmaking. I know like I said, a lot of people don't agree with the kind of films that he makes, but you know, he's making a lot of money, so you know he must know something that we don't know, you know. And but I do know that he knows television. He knows how to shoot movies, how to create movies, and how to make things successful. So at the end of the day, you know, we can learn from Tyler. I know he's got some allegations going on currently, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just talking about his talent, you know, because nowadays everybody's got allegations coming out, so it's like you really don't know who's doing what. But I'm just saying he's a great talented actor, writer, producer, entrepreneur. So yeah, hope everybody stay blessed. And but y'all let me know in the comments, am I tripping, or do y'all just, you know what I'm saying, ain't feeling them or what? But yeah,